Oh dear, more news stories coming out today. A nice little warning to parents ahead of the back to school, return to school that's happening this week, next week. For some schools, they've already gone back. It's really, really alarming to see this. And what's really frustrating is that I know that Bridget Phillipson has spoken to SEND parents. She's spoken to schools, and she's choosing to ignore the stories that are being shared with her. So in this brand new article on the BBC, it basically says that those children who don't attend in the first week are more likely to be persistent non-attenders. Now, can we unpick that a little bit? If you've got a child who's struggling to attend in the first week, there'll be a reason for that. And guess what? The reason doesn't go away. So yes, they will be persistent non-attenders because that reason often isn't resolved. So no great shock there, but what are we doing? What is the government doing? What is the Department for Education doing to understand what those reasons are? The next thing is that coming to school will make us notice you. That's coming from a head teacher that's quoted in this article. So it's really important for children to come to school because it makes our records better. It makes the results better. What results? Are you scoring them when they leave school and they become home educated? I'm not entirely sure where this information is coming from. But one of the most alarming things is that we will notice you more. It's not up to the children to get you to notice them more. It's about attentive teaching. We're working at the moment with schools who are doing coaching programs so that the children are being noticed. They're taking that responsibility themselves. It's cost them really next to nothing as a school to be able to do this, but we have children now who are being noticed. Their mental health is being noticed. Their physical health is being noticed. Any social care matters that they might need support with is being noticed. There are other ways. It's not up to a child to get noticed, because actually when children do speak up and they do something maybe a little bit inappropriate to be noticed, you kick them out of school anyway. One of the quotes also went on to say, every day of missed education or missed school is a day stolen from your future. Really, have a word with yourselves. School is not the only place to learn. There are plenty of places we can learn. It doesn't have to be in a school building. There are so many options now. There's a lot of comments on this as well, where it says that the problems stem beyond the school gates. And there we have it, parent blame once again. It also goes on to say the schools are suffering from the poor mental health of children. I think you might find the children are suffering, not the schools. Children are suffering from poor mental health. How can we then make that the school is a victim in that? It alarms me. It really, really alarms me because of the tone of this article and also the people that have been commenting, have been asked to comment, those who have been asked for quotes. It's very one-sided. Now we've got School Avoidance Awareness Week coming up, the 22nd of September. It's very well timed, strangely enough, because so many people are worried about this. Educators, believe me, parents want their children being educated. An awful lot of these learners who are struggling to attend school are neurodivergent. I've never come across a neurodivergent kid who doesn't want to learn. They want to be there, they want to learn, and believe me, they feel immense shame that they can't seem to access school. This needs to be something we do together. This is not something that the onus should not be put on the child. It's really, really important that we understand the reasons why children can't attend. Now, I appreciate there's quite a lot in this article about persistent school holidays or holidays in school time. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about unmet needs in the classroom. Now, this is no fault of anyone. This is just, it's a bad fit. And I think we need to stop the blame game. We need to stop being separated and segregated and fractured from one another. Because what these articles do is they incite arguments. They incite a them versus us mentality. And whilst teachers are fighting parents and vice versa, The person who is missing out is the child. I'm getting really wound up about this. I don't understand what's so difficult for people to understand. So during School Avoidance Awareness Week, we have lots of information on this. We have a bespoke week just for teachers. We have listened to teachers who have said, your webinars seem a little sided towards parents. What can we do in schools? So we have developed a bespoke week of webinars just for educators. We have a bespoke week just for parents and carers. And guess what? You've got access to the other side as well. So you can watch both, so that you can see the message that we're delivering. It's consistent. Co-production is key. We need to be listening to the child more. And sometimes it's really hard for the child to understand exactly what's going wrong for them in school. So it's really important that we recognise that. They're not being demand avoidant. They're not being awkward, or they're not sort of frustrating anybody's rights or to an education. What's happening is you've got a child who's struggling. We need to listen to them. During School Avoidance Awareness Week, we're also releasing and launching a bespoke tool to those who attend our week of learning. We're going to be coaching you how to use this tool and how you can use it at home and at school, because it needs to be used together, to understand what the reasons are, what the barriers are to learning for each individual child, because they will be different. We know that this is on the rise. We know that this is a massive problem, but having messages like this is not useful at all, particularly as this article is very one-sided and littered with the problems remain outside of the school. The problems remain outside of the classroom. It really is very frustrating, because this is something we've been banging on about for years. So do let me know your thoughts and your comments. And if you haven't already, sign up for School Avoidance Awareness Week. Just head to schoolavoidance.co.uk and you can sign up there. It's one price for the entire week. Very, very low cost. $10.99 for parents, $19.99 for teachers. And you get access to hundreds of other webinars, courses, resources, quizzes, audio blogs, audio books, read-along stories, podcasts, you name it, we have got it on there for just that one price. Okay, so make it your business to learn more about this. We have got to come together. We have got to work together to deliver a better message, because what's happening here is we know what we know, but our communication isn't good enough to deliver to these people who are in power. And I'm really passionate about improving that. So if you're on this journey with me and this is resonating with you, sign up, let's get involved and let's start putting pressure, because until we do, they're just not listening.